So what is simple present tense? I'm going to repeat myself. Simple present tense in Hindi is known as Vartaman Kal. When do we use this? We use this when we're talking about any action that repeats periodically. एक फिक्स टाइम के बाद जब कोई भी एक्शन रिपीट होता है, जरूरी नहीं फिक्स टाइम हो, इट कैन बी haphazard also. For example, I teach English, right? I'm a trainer. I've been doing that for the last 13 years. So teach is not something I do 24/7. 24 घंटे तो नहीं पढ़ाती. But even if I take one session a day or 10 sessions a day, it happens repeatedly, right? So any action that repeats periodically, or universal truth. Universal truth is like the sun rises, the sun sets, the river flows. ये सब होता रहेगा जब तक river में पानी है, जब तक सूरज है, earth is there, rotating and revolving around it. Okay? So that is your simple present tense. And because ये एक event की बात नहीं हो रही, it's not one action that we are talking about. It's not fixed action. That is why this simple present tense is also known as indefinite present tense. ये दूसरा नाम है. So different schools use different terminology. For example, the school I went to, we were taught simple present tense. Next door, there was another school, Queen Mary School, and they used to call it indefinite present tense. Okay? Now, what is the formula for simple present tense? You have subject. What is your subject? It's either a noun or a pronoun. Okay, your noun are your naming words. Pronouns, we've done 9 types. Plus ismr. Now, ismr जो है, it's not compulsory. It is only to be used when there is no action or state of verbs. आपके सेंटेंस में एक्शन या स्टेट ऑफ वर्ब्स है तो आप ismr नहीं यूज करोगे. आपके सेंटेंस में एक्शन या स्टेट ऑफ वर्ब नहीं है तो ismr कंपल्सरी हो जाता है. Look at the examples and then plus v1 plus object. Object is again optional. Sentence में object नहीं होगा तो चलेगा. It can still work. That depends upon the type of verb you have. Transitive or intransitive. We'll talk about it a little bit later. Now let's look at these examples. I've given you all 7 examples. The first is I teach English. Does this sentence have a verb? Yes. Teach is your verb. क्रिया है ना, action है. Now मैंने क्या बोला था? ismr is compulsory जब action verb नहीं है. यहाँ पे action है, so we do not use ismr. Okay? I teach English. मैं English पढ़ाती हूँ. You are a student. अभी ये sentence में action नहीं है. That is why we have are. ये is, am, are आपके subject पे depend करता है. Your subject, if it is I, you use am. With we, they, you use are. With he, she, it, you will use is. Yeah? So we learn communication skills. We have an action verb which is learn. They go to school. Your action is go. He is a dancer. There is no action verb. Dancer is a noun. वो क्या है? वो एक dancer है. इसलिए is आ गया. इससे पता चला एक dancer कभी था. अभी है. He is a dancer. She fixes bikes. अभी एक बाइक की बात नहीं हो रही है ना. बहुत बाइक उसका काम है. It's a profession. She works as a mechanic probably. So she fixes bikes. इसलिए plural डाल दिया मैंने. और यहाँ पे देखिए she fixes. Remember when we discussed personal pronoun, I said with are, you, we, they. When we make sentences, we do not put s, es, ies in our verbs. Like I watch TV. He watches TV. So are, you, we, they से जब आप positive present tense में sentence बनाते हो तो no need of putting s, ies, ies, s, es or ies. But when you make sentences with he, she, it, or instead of he, she, it, you can have singular names. Your action verb will have the spellings s, es or ies depending on the verb spelling. So I fix bikes. She fixes bikes. Okay, and the last but not the least is it goes well with the pants. Maybe it's talking about a top or a t-shirt. कुछ ऊपर का पहना है, उससे it goes well with the pants. So ये pants के साथ अच्छा जच रहा है. That's what the sentence means. Do we have any questions on simple present tense? Are we clear? एकदम. The fact that when you have action verb, you do not need ismr. When you do not have an action verb, ismr becomes compulsory. Now these examples I have given are only positive sentences. We are going to convert them into negative sentence. Then we are going to make positive and negative questions. Okay? So whoever needs to write, please write this down. The others can relax. Pratima, could you pause it please?